What is going on, guys? My name is Spunkly, and in this video I'm going to be playing the Stanley Parable. Excuse me. Now, I had someone on my last channel request that I had played this game. They said this is a good game and it's definitely worth playing, and the reviews on Steam are so high that I really couldn't resist playing this game. I don't know what it is really. I guess there's like an end, but there is no end, and you play as Stanley, but you don't play as Stanley. I don't even know. It's supposed to be pretty funny as well, and I guess there's a lot of like narration, so there's probably gonna be a lot of spots where I don't talk, which probably makes a lot of people happy. But anyway, let's just go ahead and start the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something
I guess
very
it's not where we're
peculiar
starting.
happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
What do you even do with your life at that
Never in all his years
point?
at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So I guess that's my cue to step out of my office. This game actually looks really nice. It's very smooth too. So I guess I'm gonna go over here then. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. Wasn't that just the same room I was in? Oh, this is 431 through 436. And this is 422. I guess not room, but desk. Desk 422. So I guess that's my cue to keep walking. I watched a little bit of the trailers and stuff that was on Steam, and it looked like there was kind of like Silent Hill's PT kind of thing, minus the horror, but just some like never-ending hallways, and I'm in a closet now. Can I? Okay, so I can click on things and try to open them, but all these rooms are locked. Oh, someone spilled their coffee. What's it say? I hate Mondays. Tell me about it. Tomorrow is Monday. For me. By the time you see this video, it'll be Tuesday, I think. Tuesday. So, tonight is Sunday that I'm recording, and it is hot. It is so hot. So all these rooms are locked. I'm just gonna keep going back this way, I guess. Okay, so I'm back at my original office. Is there like other stuff to click on? All these doors are locked. Why are all these doors locked? Oh, okay, this... No, this is room 422. Or desk 422 before. Can I shut this? I want to shut the door. What to do? What to do? This is really... I got an itch. Oh man. Alright. Does the clock move? Okay, the second hand spins, but I don't see the time changing. There's a file sticking out here. Can I get that? Give me the file. Apparently I cannot take the file. Alright, what's this? It's just the same thing. I'm at a loss. Do I just keep walking until something changes? Oh. I just clicked on that computer. What did that do for me? Did that do something for me? I don't know. Go back in the hallway, I guess? Did that unlock a door? That didn't do anything for me. I got relatively excited because I heard something changed for once because I clicked on that. Oh, this is on now. Turn that off. Man, my nose is so itchy. It's always itchy. Do I have to go through all these computers and just figure out which one to turn off next? Let's go back to my office. Maybe my computer in my office has something on it now? Or maybe one of these. Look at this one. Alright, well, I shut that one off. Was I supposed to shut that one off? I thought there's going to be a lot of narration. Like someone was saying there's a bunch of narration. And I've just gotten started, so maybe there is. But I don't know. I don't know. What is this? Does anybody know? Apparently, the question why gets asked a lot while playing this game. But there never is an answer as to why. Why anything? Why? Why? Why should there be anything? There shouldn't be any answer to this game. That's part of the mystery of life, is you never fully understand why. Why anything. So I can also crouch. Just do a little jig. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, alright. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, enough of that. I like work. I just hate my boss. Well, that's not a nice coffee mug to have at work. What if your boss... Who farted? Nice. Keeping it classy, I see. A nice, classy little office space here. What's the point of turning those computers off?
Clicked on literally every single
scared
door in
me.
the office because he doesn't pick up well on
me.
cues from his environment.
Ugh. Cues from my environment. Ah, dude, don't scare me like that, narrator. Oh man, you about gave me a heart attack. That's just not very nice. Cues from my environment. What about my surroundings? You gotta give me more. You just can't leave me hanging like that, man. You're just giving me the shaft. Oh. Oh, what? Oh. This room is different. This used to be like a closet. Oh, okay, so now
came to a set of two open
I have
doors.
a choice.
He entered the door on his left.
So the narrator is telling me to enter the door on my left. Should I enter the door on my left, or should I ignore him and go to the right? I'm gonna go against my better judgment.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I would love to stop by the employee lounge. But where is the employee lounge? Here it is.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had
This
really
is
been worth
an
the
admirable
detour
room.
after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'm embracing it like a true man should.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is worth it. I like it here. What a quaint little room. It's got a pop machine.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Are you calling me a creeper? Alright, you know what? Fine, I'll
But at
leave. I'll
last,
play your
he'd had
I'll
enough
play your
of the
game.
amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
So now, do I go to the door on the left? This one here? Or do I completely ignore the narrator and keep going straight? I'm gonna keep going straight. Screw you, narrator.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey. I don't like following directions. I like doing things my own way. I'm an independent black woman. I don't need no man.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
It is about me.
You've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
So there's a
This is
her.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
Where? Who is her? This is a game with no answers. Oh, a dark room. That's a dark room. Well, here we go.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
All right. What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
427. Isn't that my office number?
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
It's a mannequin.
Oh,
Why is it a mannequin?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who'd
I
want
would
to commit
like
their
to.
life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What? Why do I have a naked mannequin
This is a
in the
very
house?
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Whoa! Press M on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
That's so sad.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What?
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he
so
imagined
sad.
that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The
Yeah, I
thought
noticed.
excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
It just changed it to a
Down
cabinet.
one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow
this slowly
line that
changing into
weaved in
my
many
office?
directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he
This is gonna
called
be my
it the
office.
Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could
Yeah,
there
I figured
possibly
it'd
be?
change into my
In
my
reality,
office.
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he
I just
spends
got
here,
this.
the
I
more
just figured it
invested
out.
he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this
I just
world he
figured
can
it out.
never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not going to do it. Oh, sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Or should I do it? I'm going to ignore him and do what I'm...
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's
fell for
electing
it.
to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not
Who's
so
the
different,
narrator?
I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? What? I don't... So I guess I'm just starting over? Alright. Well, I guess I'm still... Am I still playing? Let's check out the office for a second.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I guess I have to go back to the meeting room then. It's not over. I have to go to the room on the
Stanley
right.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No, this is... It's playing the same thing again. Okay. I figured it out, though. In the very beginning, when it's saying Stanley pushed the buttons that were... He was told, and this and that, and I'm distracted by a moth, I'm sorry. But the... God. He was saying, like, they push a button that he was told. Just did everything he was told to. But the whole time, you're playing as Stanley, but Stanley is you. Or me, I guess, in this case. At the very end there. I'm just pushing the buttons, just random buttons. That I'm just being told to push. In no specific order. Just random buttons they're telling me to push. So the narrator is almost like Stanley's mind. Controlling him. Controlling me or the person playing it. I don't know. I've heard this... I don't know. But I've heard there's like other endings to the game. Like if you take the door instead of going right, if you take it to the left, that there's another ending, or at least another few endings. So I'll probably save those for another. I'll probably save those for another video. I'm definitely gonna come back to this though. Seriously, it's one of those games that after you play it, you just kind of sit there and just kind of think about it. Like this whole game is like the story of how Stanley lives out this boring life that pretty much everyone goes through until you die, which is sad. It's very sad that people can't just live life and have fun without having to go through the monotonous, day to day, just doing what you're told, this and that, until you die. And that's actually really heavy. For such a light-hearted game, that's pretty heavy. But it's good. I like thinking. I like games that make me think. And those are hard to find, honestly. But thank you to the kid, or guy, or kid, or boy, or girl, I don't know who or what gender they are that suggested this game to me. But their name was Pika Power, like Pikachu, Pika Power, suggested this game. So seriously, thank you for suggesting this game. I'm definitely coming back to it. I want to find the other endings, but I guess until then, go ahead and click that like button if you enjoyed it, and comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and subscribe if you want to see more. But thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Are you kidding me? As I was saying easy, I got like excited about to say it like aggressively, and